Shall we begin, Ross, with feasibility? I mean, I presume that the United States of America is capable of fully isolating Iran from the global economy and the financial system. Am I right to presume that?
Well, you're right, James, that the United States has the ability to inflict considerable economic damage on Iran. But I think it's important to understand that to some degree, that weapon that we've had has depreciated over time. And the reason for that is the United States has used that weapon against Iran in some fashion or another since the Iranian Revolution almost, and certainly since Donald Trump in 2018 walked away from the Iran nuclear deal and imposed or reimposed punishing sanctions. So the idea was that by imposing sanctions and putting pressure on Iran, two things might happen. Number one, that the regime might capitulate to U.S. demands, something that's unlikely to happen. And number two, that the Iranian people, feeling the pressure, would rise up against the regime. Again, unlikely to happen. So I think you used the word recycle. We are trying to recycle an old strategy that has not delivered the desired results now and is unlikely as of yet and is unlikely to do it in the future.
And how calibrated is the Iranian economy to resistance of sanctions? Because, you know, in the context of what you've just told us, I presume that they are almost wired to resist American pressure.
Yeah, the regime has been wired for this kind of warfare, both the military warfare and the economic warfare, for a number of decades now, which is why the regime has been able to survive. I think it's also important to say that, yes, the Iranian economy is wired this way, but we don't know exactly what kind of damage is being done in terms of economic output on Iran because we're still in wartime. But the other thing I think, James, is important to say is that they're talking about strangling Iran, but there's one piece of that is missing, and that is that neither the State Department, the Treasury Department, the Treasury, or the White House has singled out China, and China is Iran's single biggest trading partner, particularly when it comes to oil. So they use this hyperbolic language, but in reality, a lot of it is bravado. It's important. As you indicated earlier, it's important to take the word seriously, but it's also important to look behind the scenes and say what is real and what's not real, particularly at this point in time. So
you've been Beijing already threatening to retaliate if China is affected by these new sanctions. So, and saying, the foreign ministry spokesman, you'll know this, but my listeners may not, that China's ties with Iran should not be interfered with or undermined. So if you've got the two greatest powers on the planet, one of them is threatening to cut you off entirely from the world economy, and the other one is saying, well, hang on a minute, we are a crucial